It seems like a movie.
I won't forgive myself unless I say something.
A nightmare.
My place that I could sleep was in the bathtub.
A living hell.
When you side with a victim and you believe a story that somebody has said like me, it puts people in a moral dilemma. I'm essentially asking people to rewrite their entire version of reality.
For 13 years, reality for Teal Swan was that of a satanic cult. The young girl who grew up near Preston, Idaho, was taken in by a family friend at age 6.
Because I got a front row seat to more than a few of these people. And the reality is that they come from extremely traumatic situations, and that's what turns them off emotionally and makes them not only want to, but capable of doing the things that they keep doing.
Life, according to Swan, consisted of abuse, both physically and sexually, and murder. The stories she shares are simply hard to hear. I'm
standing there, and through the woods come these two men, and they had like a pole, kind of like you'd use for a teepee pole. And there was a little girl, I'm guessing again, she was probably 5. She was super tiny. They had taken her and she was tied up, so they had put this teepee pole thing there, and then they tied her hands and her legs up to it, so it was like her face was facing down, right? And these two men were carrying her in towards this enormous fire that they had made, but they ended up doing a ritual with her, and then they just picked her up and put her right down over the top of the fire. Now, it is one of the most horrific things you'll ever watch, not because it's like, they actually die pretty quickly that way, because the second that they get over that immense amount of heat, they take their first in-breath and they're gone.
How many children did you watch him kill?
I can remember, well, him specifically, not the group of 5.
So you physically watched him kill 5?
Yeah.
How many did you witness?
Probably 7 over the course of my life, I think. Yeah.
Teal thought of escaping, telling someone, anything to get out, but fear would stop her.
One of the first programs that was done on me like that, he had me breathing and then go through an elaborate visualization where he was walking me through my home, having just told, okay, you just told people about me, and you just told people who you really are. So what do you see hanging from the rafters? I shrugged my shoulders. He goes, do you see that that's your mother? Do you see that she's missing her skin? Someone has taken it all off of her body because you said something. Do you see that her blood is all over the floor? Go touch it.
Teal knows many won't believe her. What she says is hard to confirm, but what she shares is also the focus of dozens of investigations around the country. The most recent study, a 1994 report by the National Criminal Justice Reference Services, says it investigates about 250 cases of rituals every year, but admits these crimes are hard to prove. In Teal's case, which she says was turned over to police, no charges have ever been filed.
I think that we're in a time where we have to open up to these a lot darker aspects of the human psyche. We have to admit that these things go on, and we have to provide ways for both sides of the equation to heal.
In most documented cases of ritual abuse, it's often close friends or family who commit the crime. Teal says the issue is bigger than anyone can ever imagine.
I think with every single case that we see coming out with this, people are more forced to accept the reality that this stuff occurs instead of just discrediting every single one of us, which has been the status quo for so long. It's really easy to write us off and say we're mentally ill.
If there was one message that you could give anybody that might be going through this, what would that message be?
There's a reason for everything. I think that was the one question I had in my mind the whole time that I was going through what I was. See, there I go. I didn't bring any tissues even.
So you feel like what happened to you happened for a reason?
Yeah. It took me like so many years to see that, but most of us who go through these scenarios, we think that, you know, it's happening because we deserve it, or it's happening because we're evil, or some stupid thing like that. But sorry, I'm like,
You're okay.